I'm just some guy on the internet. What do I know? Well, I know that if you're in a financial problem, you basically have two choices. You can either cut your expenses or you can increase your revenues. Now, conservative politicians around North America are all talking about cutting our expenses. Even though the house is on fire, we're gonna turn off the water and stop putting out the fire. You should think about that for a second. We kind of need to put out the fire first. And you know what? I'm all about that. Yeah, let's trim some expenses. I know in my household, trimming expenses is one of the first things I do. Yet I also think about raising revenue. Yeah, there are moments when you should probably go to your boss and ask for a raise or an extra shift, or you get a little side job or something to make a little more money. So, what I'm actually talking about is raising a few taxes or fees or tolls or something. Guess what? North American governments, you're going to have to raise some revenue. You can't just do this by cutting expenses because the expenses have been cut so low that people will not have very many options left. Seniors right now have cut down to the bone and they need to participate in the economy. Let's look at this on a bigger scale. What you're saying is about 10% of the population is basically just going to no longer have the ability to participate in the economy. That hurts everyone. North America, we're talking like 50 million people, 50 million potential customers for your small business. Or if you have a job for another small business or a medium-sized business, any size business, we're going to take 10% of the customer base and just remove them from the economy? That's insane. No, you got to think about this. We actually live in a trickle up economy. It's all those people at the bottom who are out there consuming and doing things that keep all the engines running. It goes upward. The bottom level collects what coins they can so they can rent a place and eat food, and you rent the place, and then it goes up to the landlord. The landlord pays the bills. The bills pay the banks and all those tranches and things that go together. I don't want to get into economic talk right now, but all those mortgages are packed together in all these bundles and mutual funds and ETFs and all kinds of crazy stuff that is owned by the rich. Now, the rich, we pay them to own things. So I'm not talking about raising revenue out of productive activities. I'm talking about capital gains. Why? Please explain to me why capital gains taxes is lower than working income taxes. So essentially, you're saying that you can buy a house and it becomes more valuable. You sell that house, and that revenue that you collect is somehow better. It is more worthy than, say, a plumber's work. A plumber who might have actually fixed the pipes in that house and made the house more valuable. You get to cash in on the plumber's work and get to pay less taxes. We live in a crazy world. And you know what? The only solution we have right now to our problems includes raising revenue. If you want to say it another way, we must tax the rich. They are exiting the human family completely. What is an offshore tax haven? There are some rich people who want to do that literally. They literally want to leave our countries and go live on some island somewhere, Richlandia. And then we just have to completely reject the currency completely and say, oh, you want to leave? All the rich people want to leave? Guess what? The dollar is worth nothing. Your money is worth nothing. We'll just create a new currency. That will be the only option you would give us. You know, we're here for a very short time on this planet. When we're talking about billions of dollars, we're talking about enough money to last a human being for sometimes literally millions of years. People need to do the math on these numbers. $20 billion is enough to spend about 20 grand for, I think it's 1,000,000 years? Someone do the math on that for me. Leave me a comment. Thanks for watching. What do I know? I'm just some guy on the internet.